What's up, YouTubeites? What's shaking? Welcome to the CovrPrice comic book shakers of the week for October 13th. It's not Friday 13th, but it's still 13th.
Damn, it's October 13th. That sounds creepy.
Hasn't it? A little scary.
And I've had a pretty unlucky day too. So
So,
while you guys are congregating, let's get you in the mood since it's Halloween season. You know what I'm saying? Shall we? We shall.
Let's do it. Shall. Let's shall.
Damn,
that was crazy.
Song at the end.
That was a little freaky right there. That was a little.
Yeah, that freaking that Exorcist song at the end. Oh
Yeah.
man.
That's got
I like
Dark
the-
Side
I like the
Jedi written
Vincent
all
Price.
over it.
Yeah,
it's
it
a price
does.
beat. That was
As
dope.
you can tell, we have a 5 Lords members, so
Yeah,
I
we're
dare I
busy
say
night.
Cinco de
Full
Lords
house.
or some shit like that. You know? Dark Side said, "Hey, say what's good to the people."
Hey, in a good way. What's going on, everybody? Thursday night Shakers List. It's a full house. Shit. Like
It is.
Gabe, say
it
what's
is.
good.
Yo, what up, everybody? Thanks again for everybody for showing up. Fun list today. So bust out some O's on this Ofer list tonight.
Man, there's some modern books on here too.
There's some-
It's pretty
mhm.
I got
funny.
faith in
And
you.
I have one
I
or
got
two.
faith.
Yeah.
yeah, our
I'm not
man
gonna
from
count you out.
Amsterdam, Otto, say what's good.
What's up, everybody? I put on a Lord's hoodie today, rocking the red one. And I said, you know what? I got no work, nothing to do tonight. Let's jump on and do some shaking tonight, guys.
Oh yeah, it's
Good to see
you.
everybody.
It's not cold
That's
enough in
right.
Las Vegas to wear a hoodie yet. So
No, it is hoodie
Exactly.
up here now. It didn't
And
true north.
JB, say what's good.
How you doing, everybody? You know what time it is. It's time for that fantastic Shakers list. I'm not going to say it's an Ofer list. It's going to be close, but we're going to need proof of life on most of these books if you have any of them. Plus, shout out to Aegis Comics for this T-shirt. I love that channel. Go
Love
check
it.
them out.
Yeah, I still need to get that one that they had. They still have it. That one with the for the.
I got it. I don't know about you. I got it. It's nice. And get
Yeah.
the premium, the soft shirt. It's nice.
Yes, the
Yeah.
soft ones.
Once again, this show is sponsored by our friends over at CovrPrice.com for all your price guides, collections, and trends. Sign up for a 2-week free trial or $60.99 a month. Also, we'll be giving away a 6-month free full-blown membership to Lord's subscribers. Go back to the video that was posted on Tuesday and then watch it and see how you can enter them. We're gonna do a drawing on next Tuesday. We got like 70 entries so far, so may ask for multiple subscriptions, and maybe I'll throw in some comics too. So people always love free shit, right?
People love free stuff.
Yeah, the show's also sponsored by our friends over at myslabbed.com. If you want to sell your slabs and tired of paying 10, 15, 20%, join the 1% revolutionness. All right, let's get right to it, boys and girls, as we get to the Shakers list. And first off, we're going to start off with an international book.
International. All right. You knew this one was going to be on the list. First up on the list, we've got Amazing Spider-Man issue number 300, the Mexico foil variant. This one just came out in 2022. Now, this week, we're here to talk about Amazing Spider-Man 300 foil exclusive from Mexico. This book was limited to 1,000 copies and has had 2 recorded sales of $199 each this past week. Now, 500 copies of this book made its way to the recent New York Comic-Con, where they were sold for $90 a piece, yet are now trending at a high of about $200. So not a bad flip. I would like to take this time to let people know that there are deals out there on modern foreign comics, as I feel there's major potential on certain key covers that have been printed around the world. Now, this book was sold weeks before the New York Comic-Con even happened for $40 to $50 a piece from Mexico by El Cuento Mundo and other resellers. Now, if you follow members of the international collector community, you can stay ahead of the curve on these types of international exclusives if you're looking for a deal. Now, it'll be curious to see if this book has true staying power like the Marvel Collectibles Chromium Edition, or was it just a flash in the pan exclusive brought on by New York Comic-Con? Now, despite not being a dedicated New York Comic-Con exclusive, it's already one of the few books offered by New York Comic-Con to be worth significantly more than the initial buy-in. Nonetheless, in my opinion, a killer foil cover on an iconic book has brought attention to the growing international comic book market.
Interesting. They brought him to New York Comic-Con from where? Somebody
Well, they were originally published in Mexico, and they were released. They were released. What does it say? Weeks earlier, and nobody was buying them at $40 or $50. And someone's like, "Hey, you know what?
Hey,
let's throw these out at New York Comic-Con."
The most famous Spider-Man is the Mexican version. Is that one where Gwen Stacy doesn't die? Gwen Stacy. Yeah. Because in Mexico they were able to. Basically they follow the story up to a certain point, and then they just did their own storyline, and so that's why that's one of the more sought after international books. I mean, I have a Turkish variant, I have an Italian variant, I have French variants, I even have books from Saudi Arabia, from a Saudi Arabia con that I'll show you guys later that, hey, maybe I'll give away because I have like 15 of them. So there you go.
I'd love to hear from the chat. Is anybody in the chat actually collecting foreign books? Or if you're watching this on the rewind, let's get a comment down below. Are you collecting foreign books? Comment below.
I've got a foreign book that'll be up for auction this Saturday.
There you go. Maybe I will.
French Batman. What?
Yeah. Shout out to my buddy, the Big To Do, when he went to Europe and he was hitting up comic shops and he found like these Master of Kung Fu's that were in French, and then some other stuff. And I was like, dude, give it to me. I'm down. I'll buy it. So there you go, man. Amazing Spider-Man issue 300, the Mexico foil variant. So we
Oh,
shall
hey.
see. I have a feeling you're going to see some slab versions of this, not in the not too near distant future when Todd McFarlane does his signing. That's just my hunch. You know what I'm saying? All right, here's a chance to get on the board.
That's right, Tim. They're gonna get on the board with this. Come on, even Otto's on the board with this one. All right, Batman, Vengeance of the Bane special number 1 from 1992. For modern Bat villains, no one came into the Bat world harder than Bane did. In 1992, the entire line of Batman-related comic books directly dealt with Nightfall, Night Quest, and the Night End storylines. The Nightfall storyline took well over a year leading up to Bane breaking Batman's back, leaving him crippled and out as Batman for well over another year, until he reclaims the mantle from Jean Paul Valley, Azrael, and Batman Shadow of the Bat, Volume 1, Issue 3. The Bane did what no other villain did and broke the Batman. The story was thoughtful, purposeful, and the planning was felt, making it that one moment shocking and left fans wanting more. Despite the presence as the main villain in Christopher Nolan's Dark Knight Rises, the character has struggled to find the stature as a main Batman rogue. Although that doesn't devalue this key, the first appearance in the original in this 1992 special that just hit a massive new high at 5K for a CGC 9.9. Shockingly, there's 13 of them on the CGC census in a 9.9. I'm lucky to have a 9.8 in this book, but this is fantastic.
Was this one of the cardstock covers? I don't get it. How good
it's a thick square bound. Yeah,
It's a perfect bound too. Yeah.
Like
Okay.
it's like
Yeah.
the Killing Joke type.
I do
Yeah.
not have this.
It's the Dark Knight format.
When I started pressing books way back when, I melted this
great book. Bane is great too. On the Harlequin cartoon, Bane is great.
If you read this book, it automatically will lower the grade because it's just impossible. Because I
Yeah,
mean,
you're
how
gonna
you-
crease that size.
You're gonna
Yeah,
crack
yeah,
the
when you
spine
turn
on
the
this
pages,
turbo.
it's like, you know, I mean, yeah. So, yeah, I back in whatever the 80s or 90s, man, I have every issue of that Nightfall, Night Quest with all those
Yeah.
tie-ins.
Oh,
after,
yeah.
you know, Batman broke his back. So if anybody wants them, I'll sell them to you. Jesus
Dibs.
those are my
Actually,
most.
Nightfall is a
Those are the
phenomenal
most Batman
story.
books I have. I mean, because it
He
was
fights
like,
every Batman villain up to the point he fights Bane. He's sick. He's friggin' exhausted, and then Bane fucks him up.
Anybody want to try to
Great.
do the Bane
Spoiler alert.
impersonation from the movies?
I was gonna try, but I
Pass.
didn't want to ruin the show.
Batman. What are you? Oh, good for fuck it. All right, Bane Vengeance of Bane special issue number 1 from 1992, 9.9 for 5K. All right, you know it couldn't be a Shaker show without some fucking golden age, right?
53. I love
This
it.
is what we're talking about right here. You got some pre-code horror, because pre-code horror is one of the fastest growing investments, because we're talking about crime suspense stories number 17. Of course, this is a great EC book, 1953. Pre-code horror is one of the fastest growing investment niches in comic book collecting. We feature many of the most popular or famous covers out of the high demand category, but we still continue to be shocked at how far some of these covers push the subject matter. Case in point, this copy of Crime Suspense Stories number 17, featuring interior work by Frank Frazetta himself. Yet this
Ooh.
classic Suicide cover by artist Johnny Craig is the reason why a CGC 6.0 sold for a new high of $1,275 on the heels of a CGC 6.5 just a few weeks ago that went for $1,320. These prices are 3 times the amount they were in 2019, surpassing prices that 9.0s were getting that same year. While censorship should never happen in this country, when you look at this cover closely, especially the top right corner, and think about how this book was marketed to children and set next to superhero and Disney books,
Right?
well, it's no wonder the Comics Code came about. Also, there's a little note in here. The National Suicide Prevention Lifeline is 988, kind of like 911, but it's 988 for any kind of suicide prevention if you have that out there. Yeah. So, what did everybody think about this book? I love these crime stories.
1953, though, man. Think
That
about
is
that. This is on the shelf.
wild.
1953.
wild.
Your 5-year-old is flipping through Disney, and right next to it, this guy's blowing his brains out on the cover.
That is wild. Yeah. Little Jimmy brought this home, and his mom looked at the cover and said immediately, I need to call my senator or congressman again. You know?
The best part is in the mirror where you get the suicide again in like the reverse format where you see it coming out.
Oh my God, you do. You see in the reverse format is blowing his brains out.
And that poor
So you get it
girl's
twice
like
on
watching
this
it.
cover.
Yeah, it's like she's like, damn, jeez. All right. So crime suspense stories. Issue number 17 from good old EC 1953, 1275 and a 6.0. All right, what do we got up next?
Well, let's fast forward to 2017. Publisher Rats and Crows. Yeah, right. Derogatory Tales of Franklin and Ghost #1. Creator Garrett Gunn has created popular fan-driven comics with Warcorns, Good Boy, and Little Red Ronin. While not Garrett Gunn's first comic, Franklin and Ghost was his first passion project that he wrote for just himself. Yet shortly upon its release, it was quickly optioned and developed as an animated series, which just recently launched a trailer for the first season, voiced by Billy Bob Thornton and Sean Schemmel of Dragon Ball fame. This trailer has already moved copies at a high of $170 raw and $400 in a 9.8 of the hard-to-find self-published first print before it was picked up by Source Point Press. While the animated series does not have a current release date, a recent CBR article quoted Gunn saying in January 2023, we will be announcing more info on how everyone can be a very special part of the Franklin and Ghost series that fans with season 1 info countdown at current 93 days left. So there you go. You're going to get some Franklin and Ghost.
I need proof of life on this
awesome.
one. Yeah, I need proof of life on this one. If anybody's got
Ain't nobody putting up ones on this one, Tim.
No way.
Proof of life, and I will give you my soul.
Oh, wow.
It's worth $666. All right. All right. Moving from that, let's get to some other. This is probably my favorite cover on this list. And Ryan should appreciate this.
Oh, yeah.
This is
wow.
Fantastic.
That's great.
Man. All right. Next up, we've got Garbage Pail Kids Origins, issue #1. The Nat Jones Gotham City Comics zombie cover, limited to only 500 copies, just published recently from Dynamite Entertainment. Now, if you grew up in the 80s, Garbage Pail Kids were the best. For a kid-based trading card hobby, the characters were fairly violent and over the top. Most likely, one of the main reasons they've remained so fondly remembered. Now, with a resurgence of the Garbage Pail Kids to modern card collecting and incredible aftermarket prices for the original set, this brand is coming back in a big way. Dynamite recently launched a new comic series and featured homage covers based on the original cards. Now, while most remain relatively low priced, this zombie version of Atom Bomb, or Blasted Billy to some, by artist Nat Jones sure took off in a big way. Initially costing a mere $20, copies are now selling for a raw FMV of 146 and a high of 225. Explosive indeed. Note, Gotham City Comics notes the print run as 420. Yet the Garbage Pail Kids license agreement site notes it as 500.
So juvenile.
There's a Lords of the Long Box Garbage Pail Kid cover.
There is, yeah.
It's pretty awesome.
Is.
Rotting Ryan.
The Garbage Pail Kids movie was just as awesome as this cover.
Yeah,
Right,
this
right.
is perfect for a Halloween
Technical.
comic
That's
cover.
great. I
So
love that.
mean, yeah, that is
Totally.
too dope, man. It's great. It blows the mind.
It's
as the
dynamite.
kids say. Yeah, exactly. We're halfway through here, boys and girls. So take 5 if you got them, and let's hear from our sponsor, My Slabs. Tired of paying 10-15%? Join the 1% revolution.
The platform designed by collectors for collectors just got even better. MySlabbed.com is proud to now feature dedicated sections for both raw cards and raw comic books. Browse over 100,000 slab collectibles, authenticated by the industry's most trusted grading companies. Then check out a massive selection of sealed wax and now raw singles and raw lots. Join a passionate, no-nonsense community of nearly 50,000 members and enjoy some of the best buyer and seller protection in the business. And as always, MySlabs offers one of the most disruptive pricing models in the hobby, with seller fees as low as only 1%. So the next time you're forced to pay 10%, 20%, or more to sell something from your collection, head over to MySlabs.com, the low-fee marketplace, by collectors, for collectors.
All right, so Garbage Pail Kids Origins #1, the Nat Jones Gotham City Comics, limited only 500. I think here's another chance for get you on the board if you're really a hardcore fan of this particular franchise.
Are you hardcore enough?
Yes, G.I. Joe, right here, man. I'm embarrassed. I'm a huge Joe fan. I don't have this book, so I'm going to lay that on the line right now. But that's why I watch the show, to find out about books I need to get. So anyway, G.I. Joe issue 113. As we also often mention, nostalgia is a huge factor in the comic book market. As kids of the 90s and 80s have grown and grown into grown-up money, I love that term, we've seen many major sales of some key nostalgic books. This book is a perfect example. One of a now revered G.I. Joe run that had the print run was slowly tapering off as it neared the end. Fans of this series had a special place in their heart for the subject of this book, the character Sneak Peek. And by the subject, we mean the subject of death. The issue saw the end of Sneak Peek after being pinned down with his fellow Joes, and a fan of the series felt they had to add this special issue to their collection. As a forward operating reconnaissance specialist of the G.I. Joe outfit, Sneak Peek wasn't necessarily a favorite at the top of the list, but he still had his fans. One such fan dropped $2,520 for a CGC 9.8, just an astronomical amount for an issue of G.I. Joe, which actually ended at issue 155, which is very hard to find. We never see such high grades coming to the market, with the last reported sale of CovrPrice database being for an 8.5 of $34. The sale had the perfect storm behind it to warrant such a high price. But hey, the death of a fan favorite, nostalgia, adult money, makes all things possible, man. It's only
alcohol, maybe. I don't know. You better throw some other shit in there.
Yeah, just a hint. Hey, it looks like some people are getting on the board with this.
And the great
I'm on board with that. I have this run.
Yeah, and just to foreshadow, there's maybe another G.I. Joe theme book on the list.
What?
Just to
you might get
throw
a
that out there.
peek.
You know what I'm saying? All right, sit back and this is a long read, and Gabe has the indubiable task of reading this, and we're just giving you the way the facts are on this book.
Just the facts,
right.
man.
Just the
facts, man. Is this pronounced Isom? Isom?
I think so.
Doesn't matter.
Okay. So either way. All right. So we're talking about Isom #1 from the Rippaverse comics. This is brand new, coming out recent from in 2022. Isom may or may not be a title you've heard of. And if not, buckle in, as there's some heavy political discussions in here that we'll present as straightforward as possible. Isom has had quite a journey over the past several months, one filled with success, excitement, anger, and some notable controversy. As a price guide, this book came into our awareness with a surge of huge sales this week that were shaking up the comic book aftermarket. So our first question was, why? First off, this is a self-published title from creator Eric July, a writer, musician, and content creator. With a self-run campaign through his Rippaverse label, the initial goal was set at $100,000 to produce the comic. Yet it surpassed that by more than 3,000%, with a total of over $3.7 million raised by almost 43,000 contributors at a minimum of $35 for cover A. with 3 initial covers. This was a huge success for independent self-published comics. Yet, while this campaign was running, July's political stance as a self-described liberal, per the New York Post, came to light and sparked outrage against various sites, such as Reddit and CBR. As July states on his personal webpage, "I've built a community of liberty-minded people on a mission to spread liberty, speak out against nonsense, and work towards a more free and prosperous society." Per the New York
Gabe,
Post.
before you continue, I want to just correct it. He's a libertarian.
Libertarian. There it is.
Yeah.
Did I say liberal?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, libertarian.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Per the
difference.
New York Post, keep in mind,
Big
definitely
difference.
a different thing. Yeah, it's all about commerce, right? Keep in mind that the New York Post is a conservative daily tabloid newspaper published in New York City. Eric July started his own comic book company to counter what he saw as mainstream comics' overt left-wing agenda. This positioned the book to be labeled as an anti-woke. While the book is reportedly non-political, it's July's political stance that has fans divided. Flash forward to September 26, when the first day of fulfillment was announced and buyers began receiving their copies. Several instantly hit eBay, with copies selling for $120. As debate once again sparked, aftermarket sales escalated to all new highs of $305 this week. Whether you're political, not political, middle of the road, this proves that controversy can surely move some comic books.
So a $35 buy-in could have got you a $300 less fees return.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I mean, it's amazing. It's self-published and for what, $100,000? Or I mean, he didn't use crowdsourcing, right? I mean, that's pretty amazing. I mean, I'm not going to get political because last time I did, I was. But
I think it was crowdsourced. I thought this went through like Indiegogo or something like that. Either way, it raised $3.7 million.
$3.7 million from Indiegogo? No way.
I believe that's what it's from. I don't know. It's not in here, but I remember it was some kind of
You'd be surprised. I mean, a lot of this stuff is from a certain faction of the comic book community. That are that this, that, and the other. But there's a big following. I would say. I don't know if it's big following or small following, but they're willing to shell out the ducats to get it. So
it's a strong following.
3.7 million seems pretty big.
Exactly. So there you
Nate
go.
in the chat says no, he crowdfunded this on his own crowdfunded site.
Okay, there you go. Okay. Yeah.
So donations and stuff.
Yeah, and
there's been some other
books. Yeah, there's been some other books that were self-published that were because they didn't want to deal with Marvel and DC, saying at one point they were just saying Marvel was too woke, then they said DC was too woke, and then they said Image was too woke, so they want to do their own comics. And so, hey, more power to you, man. If you can get it done. I mean, the cover looks dope. I mean, because
does anybody know what the story is actually about?
No idea.
Is there a number 2?
I mean, it's cool to see.
Well, the comic is not politically motivated.
No, not at all. I'm just interested to see what this is about. It looks, I mean, the art looks sweet.
If you want to see the intersection of how politics and comics
so people don't like it because they don't like his politics, his personal politics, but the book isn't a political book. Well, fucking get over it. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. So if you want to see something, Ethan Van Sciver, who is, for what he is, he has his own YouTube channel, had Mark Brooks on there, and they went at it to the point Mark Brooks was like, I'll buy you a ticket to New York City Comic Con I'll beat you up.
So they were in the Beach Momoko line.
Yeah, so go check out. I think it's whatever Ethan Van Sciver's channel is, but a lot of people chimed in on it, talking about it, this, that, and the other. But apparently, Mark Brooks was told this, that, and the other. So trust me, it's a rabbit hole you go down, and it just makes you feel dirty. It's just like on both sides. It's just like, God damn, can't we just have cartoon picture books and not?
It's supposed to be fun. It's supposed to be fun.
Exactly. Yeah.
I mean, just comics in general. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, congratulations to this dude for
ISM
#1 Rip Reverse Comics, dude. $305 for Raw Dogs and 3.7 million in sales. Ooh. Man, need to make my own comic. I'm gonna call it Jism. You know what I'm saying? All right. Here's another
$6 million
one, and,
idea right there.
there you go. Here's another cool comic, and you'll recognize the album cover if you're down
Yeah,
with
if
the
you're
if you're down with
down.
the funk.
Who
Love it.
wouldn't recognize this if you were alive in the 80s? Snake Eyes and Storm Shadow number 19. And while homage covers seem to be released monthly now, they were not as rampant a decade ago. In 2012, IDW released the Rock Tour homage covers, and since their initial release, many of them have gone on to be highly collectible and sought after. These variants are tracked down from various reasons, one being rarity. This Purple Rain homage is one of the rarest of the bunch, rarely popping up for sale. The copy that sold this past week sold for $500 as a graded CGC 9.2, with the all-time high sitting at $1,800 for a CGC 9.6. For a quick rundown of the entire IDW Rock Tour variant set, you can go and check out the IDW Rock Tour article from 2020 on CBSI if you're interested.
That's pretty
This
cool,
cover
man.
Do you have this
dope.
too? It seems
I
like
have
something you would
actually-
have.
I have actually 2 Purple Rain homages, but not this one. I have
This
the
one's
one
dope.
from Bitterroot, and I have the Batgirl one. If you guys remember,
The back row
those
one's
2.
awesome.
Yeah. So Bitterroot also, I believe it's Bitterroot also did a
Yeah, it was
Purple Rain
Bitterroot did one.
homage.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now I need the trifecta. I need to get this too. But yes,
It's got to be linear. You got to get them all.
You got
Hmm.
to bust out that
Linear.
$500, son.
take it. Hey, if you're playing at home, take a shot. Otto said linear.
Boom.
I'm pretty sure during the auction he's going to be saying linear a lot too.
Oh,
So,
Well, I got some
all right.
linear sets on
the
the
auction.
color.
We
That's
got
right.
some linear sets.
Snake Eyes and Storm Shadow issue number 19, the retailer incentive variant from IDW back in 2012. Would you look at that? See, we pull things from everywhere. I think this is another chance for people to get on the board. I think.
This one? This is a 1 in 50. Yeah, Wolf.
Believe it or not, I've seen a lot of people post this.
All right, next up, we've got Superior Spider-Man, issue number 17, the J.G. Jones Spider-Man 29 1 in 50 variant, originally published in 2013. Now, we covered this issue a few months ago when it hit a new high sale, and it's back on our radar after achieving another milestone. Recently, a CGC 9.6 topped out at $449, a respectable increase of $237 from its previous high sale of $212 in the same grade. This issue was hailed as the return of Spider-Man 2099 in comics, backed by popular demand and interacting with Superior Spider-Man, Otto Octavius, a fan favorite. Now, Spider-Man
he is. It's an
2099...
Mhm.
Huh?
It's
Spider-Man
an auto. I'm sorry to interrupt.
2099.
You know, I hear my name.
Oh, an Otto. Every time you hear Otto.
Yeah.
Spider-Man 2099 and Miguel O'Hara are fan favorite characters for many, and the excitement for his big screen adventures in Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse is palpable. With multiverse becoming a major player in the greater MCU, many wonder if Spider-Man 2099 will make his way to the main MCU continuity. Eyes on you, Sony. Until then, along with a big if, fans will have to settle for the animated outing, which certainly isn't a bad thing. While not a major or even a minor key in the eyes of many, this 1 in 50 cover from J.G. Jones absolutely nails the 2099 aesthetic, so many have come to love it. One such fan just had to add it to their collection, dropping a nice stack of cash to make it their own.
Yeah, I can't wait for that Spider-Man animated movie to come out. I meant, Spider-Man 2099,
So good.
Spider-Man India. I meant Spider-Punk.
Ben Reilly.
Ben Reilly.
Spider.
Ben Reilly has gotten more different character names than anybody I know. And what is he now? His name Chasm now? Chasm was a while ago, but I think they just came out again where he resurfaced as Chasm and he's like a villain or some shit. I was reading up on it, but yeah, you got Spider-Man 2099, Batman 2000 or Batman Beyond. Let's see it. Let's throw it out there, man. So Superior Spider-Man number 17, J.G. Jones. I just like saying that Spider-Man. 1 in 50 variant. James from King of Golden State has the 9.8. He says, "Hey James, I'm playing you tonight, and you're my fantasy matchup, and we
he's in
both
your
suck right
fantasies.
now. Yeah, 0-0 is the score. Okay. All right, let's get right to it. This one is a weird book. You may have it, but you know, if you're a Thor collector, you have it. Yeah, if you're a completist, yeah.
A Thor 185 from 1971. That was a great year, right, Tim? An absolutely stunning sale recently.
I was born.
That's when the kid was born too. That's right. An absolutely stunning sale recently came through for a beautiful CGC 9.6 copy of this book for an astronomical $1,100. Now that may not sound all that incredible in the greater scheme of things, but when the last sale in the same grade was $690 less than 4 months ago, we took notice. It's also impressive that there are only 10 in that grade on the CGC census, with an additional 6 being of a higher grade. That's some slim pickings, and you may wonder what is significant about this book. Well, I'll tell you. It's the first appearance of Infinity and her defender, the Guardian. Infinity is the sister entity of Eternity, who some may remember showing up in Thor: Love and Thunder. Both are the cohorts of the Living Tribunal, to a certain or a much less degree, and Kang the Conqueror. And if recent interviews and photos of Jonathan Majors are any indication, it's that he will be really emphasizing the Kang the Conqueror part when he appears as Kang in the next
Kang the Conqueror.
Kang the Conqueror.
Is that what I said? There's a lot of Kangs in this, man. There's a
What
lot
are
of
you talking
Kankers.
about
Yeah,
here,
really.
King the
God,
Canker
I
Sword. He's kissing the wrong people.
Oh,
Yeah,
that
really.
sounds wrong.
Hey, listen,
Go ahead, man.
it's not a Lord show, it's not an autoism, all right? So,
All right.
without the multiverse ever expanding, it will be interesting to see if Infinity has a greater influence in the future. Woo, that was a rough one.
Woo.
Yeah, I hope so, man. Because the tapping into, I've always said they need to tap. Like the cosmic side and the supernatural side of comic books, specifically Marvel, is my favorite, right? And we got that with Doctor Strange, but the cosmic side, we got Eagle the Living Planet, but then he was the only one that was kind of powerful. But then, like the Collector and these other characters, there's a whole slew of elders of the universe that they could just go do awesome stuff with. But, a little disappointed with James Gunn, how he did the Collector and the Grandmaster, right? That was the Grandmaster, right? Yeah. And the Collector was, the Grandmaster was on the Thor film. Correct. I'm trying to.
Ragnarok.
The Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah. And they're actually brothers, believe it or not. So, but it would be awesome to see them in Mighty Thor 185 regular edition, 1109.6 from October 2022 is the sale date. It would be awesome when they do Secret Wars, which is inevitable, because in the series, I do believe they killed off the Beyonder race. Was that Secret Wars? Am I tripping? No, yeah. The Beyonders killed off all the elders of the universe, and just really wrecked shit. And it was a good read, for that part of it, but then it was kind of disappointing at the same time. So stick around, boys and girls. We're gonna see what's shaking right now while you guys are waiting. You know what? We didn't drop on you earlier. That's a tradition. You didn't get Jimmy Woo.
Oh shit! I didn't realize
you
it.
missed.
Yeah, man. So
That's right. Freestyle Friday.
Let's get a little Jimmy and make it a seamless transition by playing Jimmy in between. There we go.
The baddest on the microphone apparatus is here. When I rock a rhyme, often eyes are dropping a tear. The baddest on the microphone apparatus is here. When I rock a rhyme, often eyes are dropping a tear. It's so beautiful, it's America's landscapes when this man makes lyrics like the syrups that you pour upon your pancakes. My mandate is to grip minds like a handshake. Spit Orlando Lakes and go skinny dip with the fan base. Over any damn breakbeat, I hastily make pastries tastier than anything that Wolfgang makes. So take notes out of suckers, I make coats, lump of some like Bubba Gump, fishing on lake boats. I take jokes and turn the comedy into drama. I'm bagging on your mama. I'm Jeffrey Dahmer. Behind ya, I'm a rhyme writer. Lock, stock, smoking the ganja. Rebuttals befuddle, leaving a puddle of saliva, sillies. You couldn't handle Randall when I throw my grammar at you. It hit your head and you would think I threw a hammer at you. I point the camera at you like Herb Ritz. Develop it, then use the pictures to pick up bird shits. You're nervous as the impervious wordsmiths hanging out in Rafa's new crib come with the verses.
Boom!
Yeah.
Look at that.
Seamless transition. All right, this is the CovrPrice website. If you sign up, check out Tuesday show, you can win a 6-month full-blown subscription, and you can see all this stuff too. And you can see the top 10, the movers, and you get to see all of them. And the shakers, there's normally like 50 of them, but if you have the limited account, I think you only see like 10 of them. So if you already have a full price CovrPrice membership, they will add on the additional 6 months to it. So if you have a year, you'll have another 6 months added on to it. So
nice.
so there's that, man. So make sure you peep out. I will drop the link in the video of the. Can you do that for me, JB? Find the video and then drop it in the live chat so people can participate. Here we go. Let's see what's shaking today, boys and girls. Ooh, look at that. I got 2.
And then look, you showing off again. Look at that.
God damn, this book, man. I sold my. I always complain about this book.
Yeah.
I sold my 9/8 signed by Greg Land. I
Aish.
made a good chunk of change, but I mean, come on now.
Sure.
I
4,000
remember
for
riding
nine-
that book.
4,000
8,400 for a 9.8.
4,000 for a 9.6. You want to see what a 9.8 go?
Yeah, it was right up there.
13 grand, yo.
Oh, that's the highest known. Holy shit! What was
the
that
highest
one
value,
underneath?
yeah.
Oh, that was the most recent sale.
Yeah, that was
for
the
a
most
9.8.
recent.
Okay.
Worth my night getting some love. I don't have a 9.4, but I do believe mine is double signed by Roy Thomas and somebody else.
Well, show up
So-
to our auction on Saturday, and you might be able to own one yourself. I'll post
Oh,
one.
yeah. Not for me, maybe from you.
Ah.
I'm holding on to buy,
Greg
man.
has craziness.
So
I like how
highest
beat up the
value-
cover is on the
Highest known value is 12 grand and a 9.6 from August 4th. So October 12th, somebody got a steal. Wait, yeah, 9.6. Yeah, well, I guess, a higher bump in value, but great book. Love the frame covers. Love anything horror. Let's see what else is going on. Forget you, Hulk 181. Nothing of you already. Good old Ghost Rider. This is Marvel Spotlight number 5. This is right around my wheelhouse too. I think I have
This
a
book is
6.0 or
still
7.0.
ready to explode. Wait
It
for
really
it.
is.
2,100 for a 6.0 sold in October 12th, 2022.
All right. I'm right under that.
Astronomical 264 grand. Remember that Heritage auction where it was
Mhm.
just
remember that.
mind-boggling how much it was sold for? 9.8 back in 2021, sold for $264,000. That is a lot of McRibs. You can't have a Shaker show without looking at some goofy Golden Age Batman covers, man. Let's see.
Especially yellow covers.
I had that book. That's Batman doesn't have a logo on his chest.
Yeah,
Look at that, Rod.
Look at that. Big brains on
Yeah,
Brad. All
my
right.
God.
Look at the leg muscles on
Damn,
Robin too.
that's cool. I've never seen that
Yeah.
before.
Robin is getting yoked there in his bikini
Yeah, he's got some
shorts.
thick
you know what I'm
legs,
saying?
dude. He's not
Yeah,
skipping
he
leg
doesn't
day at
skip
all.
leg day.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Batman issue number 5, 1941, a 2.0 sold for 1876. I always like to see what the highest known values are. 9.6 for 33 grand seems like a steal to me. For Batman
It's a
number
lot of
5.
threes.
A 9.6 for a book from 1941. That's a time machine book again.
Yeah.
That is.
Look at that
that
Action Comics.
is. Which one?
The
This one?
Supergirl right there.
The Supergirl. Yeah.
Yeah, I love
First-
that book. That book's been
252.
eluding me.
First appearance of Supergirl and Metallo. Boom. This is
I had
Action
that
Comics
book once, too.
252.
Sold that one recently.
1,600.
I hate it when
3.0.
it's like a double first appearance and it's like one like kind of cool character like Metallo and then one super massive like first appearance.
Exactly. Yeah. Double spec. Highest known value is 45 grand back in 2015 for a 9.2. Good Lord have mercy. There's the dude blowing his brains out on the cover for all the kids out there. Peach
Ooh.
Moko. This is the X-Men Eternals Judgment Day cover from Pichimoko. 1 in 1,000, yo. First appearance of Bloodline, the daughter of Blade. You watch it. Don't sleep on that book, yo, because Blade movie bound to come out. $9.95 for a
When?
9.8.
Sooner or
When
later.
is Blade coming out?
Everyone's
quitting.
So back, I think in 2017, they announced the daughter of Blade at San Diego Comic-Con, and that was going to be in a comic, and it never happened. It never came to fruition. But with the Blade movie getting delayed, who knows? Maybe
So check out that Batgirl. That's the original OG Batgirl right there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Class
the one with the red
39.
dress. Don't worry, Batgirl will save you. Now, when I turn this dial, the electronic ring will tighten about you, and you'll be doomed. Those crazy lightning bolts. Batman, first appearance of Batgirl, Betty Kane. So 1,026 for 6.5 seems like a pretty good deal to me, actually. For
I have a
book
raw
from
dog of
that-
this one.
There you go. Ryan's going to be selling it.
No, not this one.
No.
But I will have a
Oh.
first appearance of
Yeah, I saw that
King-
famous funny. That looks
the
awesome.
Cankerer.
Oh yeah, famous funnies featuring our friend
Love it.
G Buck, Buck Rogers,
Beady, beady, beady.
Tweaky.
Frank Frazetta, Buck Rogers cover. Look at
That's a
that.
Frazetta cover?
Yeah,
Interesting.
from 1954, $900 in a raw, good condition, meaning 1.5 to 2.5. That is dope.
Mhm.
Anytime you get Frazetta, hey, I got this. This is the first appearance of Sabra raw for $50 in a fine.
Man.
$200 and 9.8. Our book has
Wow.
room to grow, I do believe. Hey, I got this. $800 for that.
Hey, I got this.
Hey, I got this. Hey, I got this.
Hey,
I
this
got
too.
that. Check out that Foom. That's a sweet book right there, man.
Yeah.
Although
The Legend of Black Adam and
wouldn't-
a 9.6 sold for $625. Highest known value $2,800. Yeah. So when he comes
That's
on,
such a strange book.
That is a strange
Boom.
book.
So I have this. It's beautiful. It's like a 9.0 guaranteed, but someone ripped out the friggin' ad inside.
Oh,
like
so that makes it a
incomplete.
2.5.
It makes it green.
2.5.
Faux
Didn't you
shelf.
do a
What's the
I
next
did a
one?
comic book
chronic back issue?
What's
I
look at
did.
all the
I did.
films. What's-
on the old
what's the
channel
next
that got
cover?
deleted.
What's that,
Foom
JB?
was a
It's like a fan magazine.
No,
that
so
Marvel
what was
put
the
out.
next
They call-
cover on the Foom?
Oh,
okay.
Friends of Old Mary Marvel.
Oh,
That's
wow.
Apparently, that number 2 has a prototype of Wolverine in it. you
Yeah.
know?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Friends
And
of
it's a
Old
sweet
it's,
Mary
it's a
Stranko
really
cover.
weird thing. He's like a cyborg or something weird.
I need to
Yeah.
send next time Stranko has a signing in your side of town, Otto. I gotta send this book to you.
Oh yeah, for sure.
He does. He travels pretty well.
does.
He seems to
Ah.
do it a lot on Otto's side, though. I don't
One
know.
of
he
my
does, he
favorites
does.
of
He's from
all
Pennsylvania.
time. X-Men
Favorite
101,
cover
the
right there.
First appearance of
Yeah.
Phoenix. Look at that. That is dope.
I had one. I
Yes.
got rid of it. It was super faded.
$600 and an 8.5. That's
I'm super
wow.
faded.
I just love seeing Cyclops swallowing all that
It
seawater.
was a bad
You know,
cover. I
that's
just wanted
disgusting.
to
Gabe, that's funny.
There's a UK Pence variant too. Price variant. Would you look at that?
Yeah,
10
it's
pence?
10 pence, mate.
Hello. Can I have another?
Hello, governor.
Hello. Highest known value 9.2. So hey man, those 10, 15 years ago, nobody gave a shit about foreign variants. So speaking of which, I have a Saga #1 Mexican version that will be up for auction. Stick,
Ooh, everyone's
Ooh,
dropping
look
what's
at
up for
that.
auction.
make sure
I'll
you
be
stick.
simple. The 4 slabs behind me are going to be up for auction.
Oh, that Kazar is great.
Suspense,
Is that,
miss.
Oh
is that
yeah, is that
Man-Thing
Man
or
Thing
whatever?
and Kazar? Look at that. With
And
Sabu.
Sabu? Yeah.
Oh man, that is dope. Astonishing Tales number 13. First cover appearance of Man Thing. I did
By the
not
way,
know
everybody
that.
in the chat,
Really?
make sure you're following TiVo on Instagram because he's dropping some Halloween comic covers that you've got to check out. A lot of the guys on the chat are dropping some Halloween comic covers, so make sure you're following us on the Instagram
Oh,
and
yeah.
our social medias.
I
Follow
buy
the
them throughout
hashtag,
the
too.
year.
Ooh, go to that
Yeah.
the unseen.
Oh, that's cool.
Your grave is ready.
Look, look at that. What year just come out? 1953. Yeah, pre-code horror. Oh man,
That's
Damsel
a Pieta
in
cover too,
Distress.
right?
that looks like a.
So what?
The type of covers where the guy's holding it's a Pieta. Is that what they call it?
I
a
think
Pieta
so,
cover
but
where
not
the
in
guy's
this. Not
holding-
in this pose. It's a
that
very
pose. I thought
particular
they were
pose.
laying across
I
your
know what you're talking
arms.
about though. It's like a damsel in distress pose. This chick is just straight up knocked out, and the zombie bath salts dude is about to just tear shit up because that's definitely
Zombie
not
bath
normal.
salts.
Yeah, that dude is tripping. 1800 for is the highest known value, 539 and a 5.0. I'm telling you, people are just going after these fucking horror comics, man.
I want to get
They're
into
cool.
these pre-code horror and crime books because they're just so
This
fun.
one's
to
weird.
hunt down.
Dude,
Oh, that
That's a
remastered
dope
500.
cover.
Yeah, Venom #1 Topping Fallen remastered 1 in 500. Wow, I have never seen this. Then
but
again,
that's homaging the 316, which will be available for sale on Saturday.
so
No, these
remasters.
remasters. They took an
yeah.
image from the inside and made it the cover.
So
That's
Marvel
like a
basically,
panel, half a panel.
yeah. So Marvel took Todd's internal art and made covers out of them. And Todd was none too happy with it. So
Yeah, I think some of these he won't sign. There's a list of books that he won't sign. I think it might be some
man,
that
he's
take
like, they didn't pay me
remastered
for this.
ones,
I
too.
ain't
yeah,
signing.
any
Got
artist
that
that
All
does that,
American
it's kind of
Comics.
like, come on, man. Come on, just sign it. Jeez. Especially if I'm gonna pay for it.
Hold on. Go to that All American Comics 23, man.
Good old Green Lantern, old school
Yeah,
Green Lantern.
That's
Old
that's
school.
awesome.
Scott
All
Allen.
American
Yeah,
Comics
that's great.
number 23, Scott Allen, 480.
His ring doesn't work on wood.
2.0 for a 2.0.
Isn't that weird that his like kryptonite is wood?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Whereas the current Green Lanterns it's like the color yellow. It's the
Uh-huh.
most
which is
random
kind of
shit ever.
ironic if you look at his crotch on the cover.
Yeah. I have this too. War Machine. This is, I think, grossly underpriced. I think
Not very long.
It's
I
a
have the
strange
second
book
most
though too
popular
because this is the
181.
first appearance of the War Machine armor, right? And it's not even like
yeah.
Rhodey in it until like way
Yeah.
later.
So it's one of those things where it's there's also the first appearance of Rhodey, the first appearance of War Machine. So
First appearance of Rhodey in the War Machine when he takes the name War
Exactly.
Machine. There's like 3 or 4 different like War Machine like firsts that you can hunt down.
Yeah. Good old Poison Ivy. But
Love
we
this.
want to see this Transformers #2.
Yeah, this Transformers is interesting. I wonder
Nice.
what's making it go up. I wonder if it's because of the movie or something like that. Because this is the first appearance of the Devastator, which is like
Yeah.
the coolest Transformer.
Devastator. Yeah, so
Not the one in the
hopefully
movie with the
Hasbro
big
gets their
giant
stuff
balls.
together and creates the Hasbro Cinematic Universe.
G.I. Joe mask, Transformers, all in
G.I.
one.
Joe. That would be dope.
I've been specking on G.I. Joe versus Transformers for a while because that's the first time they have ever met. So it says it's a hot book. So you see what that little indicator is right there. So there you go, man. All right, that's it. That's what's shaking the day, boys and girls. But I think some of our panelists got some shit to show. Who wants to be first?
Go
Gentlemen,
ahead,
I'm going
here,
to bow out
folks.
if you don't mind. I got to be up early, but I'm dropping my own preview video on 3MIB, so you can check that out. But JB is dropping the heat. I got to leave when he drops that book that big, guys. Thank you very much. Great to see everybody.
We're
tonight.
dropping
All right,
heat
I
on
don't
Saturday.
see
Peace out,
folks.
bro.
See you Saturday.
Yeah.
Whoa.
These are all coming for sale on Saturday, folks.
Oh.
We're dropping heat on Saturday, folks. Dropping it. Make sure you
Now,
come.
are these going to be auctions or
Come
buy it now?
PayPal ready.
I'm gonna have we'll do a mix of a little bit of both. Mostly buy it nows, but hey, it depends on how saucy we get. We might be swinging some deals.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Come
do
correct.
auctions
I'm
too,
going
but
after some big books. So if you have that big book, maybe we'll make a trade. I'm just
The
saying.
drunken
What book is that?
higher we get, or I get. Yeah, I thought I was doing
That's
some
all
crazy
gonna
shit
be
out there.
good.
No, I was bringing real crazy shit because I need to
Okay.
get rid of some stuff.
All right, what do you got?
But so that
Oh,
Ooh.
nice.
Nice.
That's nice.
Good grade. So Mariner #1.
Whoa, now.
that'll be
First
up.
appearance of War by Night 7.0. Whoa,
Woo.
now. Book is on fire.
That'll be up.
First appearance of Thunderbolts in a 9.8. Damn,
Oh my
son.
god! Bring it! Bring it!
This is the French variant, Delato.
Nice.
If you like French books,
Wee wee.
draw me like one of your French ladies.
Draw me like the Frenchman.
Oh,
Ooh.
subtle Titanic reference.
Wee. Not in here, mister. This is the Mercedes.
Are these all
Slow.
buy it nows?
These are all gonna be auctions.
Auctions? All
Yeah.
auctions?
Starting
Yeah,
at a buck
'cause-
each. First ISIS.
Good Lord.
Damn.
Second
Damn.
Green Goblin. And this is probably, I don't know if I should do it as a set or if I should just do them I'll do them one at a time,
Individually.
'cause-
Individually.
Yeah.
Sets never work out in general.
Exactly.
Always individually.
That.
Wow. Got some
And then
goblin
these are
goodness
probably
going.
going to be buy it nows.
First
my
Kang and a
God.
fly. Holy cow.
Kang the Cankersaur.
Jesus, did I know you were stacking it?
King the
like that, man. Look at you.
Cankersaur.
And then this is a Canadian variant.
9.8.
dope.
Damn.
Yeah, look this up online. That's going to be up for
Damn.
sale for sure.
So easily over a four-figure
This is
book right
this is
now.
gonna be Dark Side
Canadian price.
Jedi's auction, man.
This is
And
he's
then-
crushing.
That one too.
And
And 98 Secret Wars
98,
8.
look at that.
Bro.
If you didn't
So
know,
come
Ryan's a
Saturday,
DC
tell your
fan.
Yeah, I'm gonna have
friends
to step
if
up my
we
game.
don't have a
Yeah.
good turnout, I'm not going to put these books up.
All right,
So
we'll bring in some of this. We'll
I
go
can
some-
tell you that right now. I'm
I'm
not
gonna
going to
step
take
up
I'm
the
just
game,
selling like
we're gonna have to step up the game
Yeah,
now.
Here's
man.
some stuff I'm
Yeah,
thinking
dude.
about.
I'm
selling,
ready.
man.
I need to get rid
Ryan
of some of
Ryan
this
raised
stuff.
the bar.
First printing, Tick.
I love that book, dude. That's a
Oh.
beautiful book.
Uh,
Tick is such
Very
a great
rare.
underrated character.
Men in Black. First appearance of the Men in Black in
Oh,
comics.
that's cool.
As before mentioned, Saga #1, the
Love
Mexican
it.
edition.
Such a good
What?
such a good read. That whole
Also
series.
pretty rare. J.R. Tolkien's The Hobbit comic.
Ooh.
I mean,
Wow, that's
I'm just gonna
beautiful.
throw some rare stuff.
Wow, look at that. Look at that cover.
Man, everybody in the
And I
chat,
got a
make sure you
set
tune in on
of
Saturday.
also the Punisher miniseries. So
Circle of Blood, the Mike Zeck stuff.
Yeah, great
I
covers.
had that cover of #1 on my wall as a poster for like years as a kid. I love that
Yeah,
book.
and I still have to go through some stuff. I'm gonna have some slabs for sale too. Maybe this Gun Honey that everybody digs. Let me see what else. That's
Griffin,
actually my
look how big those guns are.
Why, thank you. All right, that's it, boys and girls. So make sure you guys tune in on Saturday. I think it's at 4 p.m. Pacific that we're going to go live with the auction. For those who don't know, I meant, we take PayPal. Some will take other things. We typically
PayPal.
go for 2 hours, sometimes 3 hours.
Depends on how
It's
it's
just
going. If
fire
it's-
on top of fire. Nobody's
Yeah.
going to come up with any dollar books. I'll
If
tell
we
you
got
that. It's
yeah.
going
people
to
in
be
the
fire.
house, then
Yeah.
we'll
And-
go.
All
it's not a
thriller,
what-
no filler.
It's not a whatnot sale. It's not a YouTube table. It's good old school YouTube live
Big time
auction. How we
keys,
used
major
to do.
keys.
Also, post a link in the live chat there. Click on that if you to join the 1,000 viewer subscribe contest. Thank you all for getting us to 1 million views on the
awesome.
Lord's
Very
channel.
cool.
And we're going to give away
Congrats.
cover price memberships and maybe some comics and some other things. You never know, man. So that's the way the wind blows. Any last words, guys?
Show up
No,
on
awesome.
Saturday.
Yeah, hope to see you guys.
Yeah. I hope I already get the
Saturday,
nice big
you know,
paycheck.
or you know
tomorrow.
what? If I always got my slabs, I could put them up on my slabs.
There you go. But hey, man, this way you don't have to deal with any fees or anything.
I don't
Just
wanna deal with
PayPal
fees.
and
I
our
wanna deal with my
reputation as
homies in the
sellers.
chat. Give them a
Whatever.
good deal on books that may otherwise be unobtainable. So
There you go. So there you go. That's the fire, boys and girls. Look, follow our Instagrams. We'll try to be posting some more
Yeah, the Halloween
Um,
covers. Follow the
for
Instagram for the
Saturday.
Halloween covers.
for Halloween covers, and both what books will be auctioning off. If you
Yep.
have any requests for something, then drop us a line in the comment section
I
below
mean,
or on Instagram.
I got some books. I could definitely. I'm ready to get rid of 75% of my
He-
stuff.
He
so
is hoard-tastic.
I'm ready.
All right, boys and girls.
I'm
we
ready
will
for the
see you-
apocalypse. If it goes down, I've got some comics. At least I can build a house out of my book.
We will see you guys Saturday at 4 p.m. Pacific for the annual, quarterly
Biannual.
Lords of the Long
Biannual.
Box.
You do it
Annual.
twice a year, right? Black Friday.
No,
and-
sometimes we definitely do it on Black Friday.
Yeah.
But this time we're doing it here for callers, our pre-Halloween sale.
This is the we haven't done it in a while sale.
Yeah, people have been asking about it, and if people don't want to deal with Whatnot or eBay or whatever, hey, we'll hook you up, man. So for the rest of the crew and TiVo, this is TiVo saying, keep digging in them long boxes. Peace out.
Shake and bake and pull it back. Oh my god.
Somebody show that. I want to get some
assembled the world's three greatest heroes, created from the cosmic legends of the universe. Their mission, to fight injustice, to right that which is wrong, and to serve all mankind.
Now that's a name I've not heard.
In this, you shall know that the Lord is upright.
Shake and bake and pull it back.
In this, you shall know that the Lord